Bronte makes an appearance today. They're probably thinking another one? Yeah, he wants his 2012 season. So he's going to get the 2012 season. Speaking of the 2012 season, let's find out what happened. We had the London Olympics and something else. January 9th, Barry Larkin is the only player elected to the Hall of Fame. March 2nd, Major League Baseball expands the playoffs to 10 teams starting this season. So there's going to be a one-game wild card playoff. Anyways, March 30th, Jamie Moyer is the oldest starting pitcher on opening day roster at 49. April 4th, St. Louis beat Miami at first game at New Marlins Park. Muhammad Ali throws a first pitch, and Mike Matheny debuts as St. Louis manager. April 20th, Fenway Park celebrates its 100th birthday, and the Yankees are in town and they beat Boston 6-2. May 29th, Hideki Matsui is the first player to play 10 seasons in the MLB and 10 seasons in the Nippon League. He's already played 20 years of professional baseball already. June 1st, June 1st, Johan Santana throws New York Mets' first ever no-hitter. 50 plus years and they finally get a no-hitter. Figure that out. July 21st, Matt Cain of, I think, St. Louis. And Cole Michaels of Philadelphia. No, that's San Diego. Matt Cain of San Diego and Cole Hamels of Philadelphia are the first pair of starters to homer off each other in the same game. Crazy, huh? October 9th, Houston plays the last... No, that should be October 3rd. Houston plays the last National League game, losing to the Cubs 5-4. December 5th, the late, great Tom Cheek. If Jays fans, if you heard him on the radio, you know who I'm talking about. He's the winner of the Ford C. Frick Award for Broadcasting Excellence. And I was not going to dispute that. Because he was pretty... I've heard him on the radio a few times. Touch him all, Joe. Yeah, if you remember, you know. He went from his first season in 77 to, I think, 2004 when he retired. I think by this time he was getting kind of sick and he died the next year. Anyways. American League standings. The New York Yankees take the Eastern title at 95-67. Baltimore goes 93-69, 2 back. And they take the first 1 or 2 wildcards. But it sounds like I just finished sneezing before I started. Or a good run of sneezes, actually. Tampa Bay goes 90-72, 5 back. Toronto goes 73-89, 22 back. Boston goes 69-93, 26 back. Central, Detroit takes the division, 88-74. Chicago goes 85-77. 85-77. Jeez, I can't math today. Yeah, there were 3 back. Kansas City goes 72-90, 16 back. Cleveland goes 68-94, 20 back. Minnesota goes 66-96, 22 back. Hang on a minute, Okay, we're back. I don't want anybody hearing me blowing my nose, so that's kind of crazy. Oakland takes the American League West at 94-68. Texas goes 93-69, 1 back, and they took the other wild card. Los Angeles Angels goes 89-73, 5 back, and Seattle goes 75-87, 19 back. National League. Washington takes the National League East at 98-64 record. This is the franchise's first playoff visit in Washington, and it's first since when they were in Montreal's and Expos, and it also ends up being the city of Washington sees its first postseason game since 1933 World Series. So there you go. He's like, what? Washington was in the World Series in 1933. It's like the original Washington Senators, who are now the Minnesota Twins. Look it up. Atlanta went 94 and 68, 4 back. They took one of the first of 2 wild cards there. Philadelphia goes 81 and 81, 17 back. Mets go 74 and 88, 24 back. Miami Marlins 69 and 93, 29 back. Central. Cincinnati takes that division at 97 and 65. St. Louis goes 88 and 74, 9 back, and they take the other wild card. Milwaukee goes 83 and 79, 14 back. Pittsburgh goes 79 and 83, 18 back. Chicago goes 61 and 101, 36 back. And Houston goes 55 and 107, 42 back. What a way to finish here. What a last season in the National League. Crappy. San Francisco takes the National League West at 94 and 68. Dodgers go 86 and 76, 8 back. Arizona goes 81 and 81, 13 back. San Diego goes 76 and 86, 18 back. Colorado goes 64 and 98. I think that's 30 back. For some reason it shows it 36. This is my writing. Anyways, season stats. Miguel Cabrera is your American League batting Triple Crown winner. The Detroit batter went .330, who led the American League, had 44 home runs, which led the majors, and had 139 RBIs, which also led the majors. So there's your batting Triple Crown winner, Miguel Cabrera. David Price of Tampa Bay and Jared Weaver of the Angels each had 20 wins, tied for the American League lead. David Price also had a 2.56 ERA, which just barely lost out for the Major League lead, but he ended up taking the top spot in the American League. Justin Verlander of Detroit had 239 strikeouts, which led the majors. Buster Posey of San Francisco had a .336 average, which led the majors. Ryan Braun of Milwaukee had 41 home runs, which led the National League. Jeez, I don't even recognize Chase Headley of San Diego, 115 RBIs, led the National League. Gio Gonzalez of Washington, 21 wins, Major League leader. Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers, 2.53 ERA. Barely beat up David Price for the Major League lead. And R.A. Dickey of the Mets, pitched in Toronto too, 230 strikeouts, which led the National League. Postseason. The one-game wildcard playoff game. Baltimore beat Texas 5-1, and they get the Yankees, and St. Louis beat Atlanta 6-3, and they get the Washington. And there's some, the last bit of like that. Yeah, I remember there's games like pop up on the third base side. It just barely cleared the out infield. It's gonna land in front of the St. Louis player, and out of nowhere, just very late infield flyer call, very late. Atlanta finished that game under protest. Fans were just losing their minds. They threw some crap on the field. You want some stuff thrown on the field, you just wait till later. Oh, we're not too far from that season. Yeah, so Atlanta finished under protest and they end up losing 6-3. Anyways, now we do the division series. Yankees and the Orioles. Game 1 in Baltimore, Yankees 7-2. Game 2 in Baltimore, Orioles 3-2. Yeah, October game 3, Yankees 3-2 in 12 innings. Game 4 in New York. Orioles 2-1 in 13 innings. Game 5 in New York. Yankees 3-1. So the Yankees are going to the division, ALCS. But who against? We got Detroit versus Oakland. Game 1 in Detroit. Tigers 3-1. Game 2 in Detroit. Tigers beat Oakland 5-4. Game 3 in Oakland. Oakland 2-0. Game 4 in Oakland. Oakland 4-3. It's looking like a homer series. Game 5 in Oakland. Tigers 6, Oakland nothing. Yankees versus Tigers for the American League Championship. Game 1 between Washington and St. Louis in St. Louis. Nationals 3-2. Game 2 in St. Louis. Cardinals 12-4. Game 3 in Washington. First playoff game in Washington in, oh geez, if my math is right, 79 years. Cardinals 8-0. Game 4 in Washington. Washington 2-1. Game 5 in Washington. St. Louis 9-7. St. Louis takes the series. They're in the National League Championship Series, but who against? Cincinnati versus San Francisco. Game 1 in San Francisco, and the Reds win 5-2. Game 2 in San Francisco. Reds 9-0. Game 3 in Cincinnati. Giants 2-1 in 10 innings. Game 4 in Cincinnati. Giants 8-3. Game 5 in Cincinnati. Giants 6-4. Roadie series, that one. So, the championship series, we start in the American League. Game 1 in New York. Tigers 6-4 in 12 innings. Game 2 in New York. Detroit 3-0. Game 3 in Detroit. Tigers 2-1. And Game 4 in Detroit. Tigers 8-1. 4 games 3 for the Tigers. They're in the World Series, but who against? Game 1 in San Francisco. Cardinals 6-4. Game 2 in San Francisco. Giants 7-1. Game 3 in St. Louis. St. Louis 3-1. Game 4 in St. Louis. St. Louis 8-3. Game 5 in St. Louis. Giants 5-0. Game 6 in San Francisco. Giants 6-0. And Game 7 in San Francisco. Giants 9-0. And they come back from 3-1 down to win that series. And we got ourselves a World Series. Game 1 in San Francisco. Giants 8-3. Game 2 in San Francisco. Giants 2-0. And the Giants won Game 3 2-0 in Detroit. And Game 4 in Detroit. San Francisco wins 4-3 in 10 innings, and they win their second World Championship in 3 years after going 54 years without one. So there's 2012 in a nutshell. Tomorrow's 2013. What happens tomorrow? Well, you're just going to have to wait and find out. Until then, stay tuned.